Okay, well, good afternoon, Street City, Sault Ste. Marie. Thank you so much for joining me today to discuss online reviews for real estate. My name is Reeti, and I founded Rank My Agent with our team in late 2013. So we will get into online reviews for real estate today. And just some logistics. The presentation today will be 45 minutes in length, followed by a Q&A at the end. If you do have any questions, feel free to add them into the chat box, or I will, during the presentation, try to address these. And we have our social media accounts here that you can follow as well. So that's available. So as I was mentioning, Rank My Agent was founded in late 2013, early 2014, and our mission here is to raise the bar in our industry and connect the very best agents, such as yourself from Street City, to the public. We do this based on verifiable, credible reviews that help you get recognized. The reason we built the platform was that there was a lot of noise and slander out in the real estate industry in terms of real estate agents. There was a lot that people thought about, and just the professionalism in our industry, just communicating that to the public, there was a real miss. We found that the media portrayed agents in a certain light, and while there were also many agents that were doing excellent job and quite very professional, it just was not being shown. So we found that because of all of this noise, we needed to create something that would be honest, truthful, and also be able to help agents connect more with buyers and sellers, and help buyers and sellers who don't know how to find a good agent. What we found was that many times agents were coming online and trying to find an agent, but reading other reviews on other platforms, they just could not judge if this was actually someone who had worked with an agent, or was this just a competitor. So yeah, so that was the background of Rank My Agent. I am licensed as an agent in Ontario and now in Alberta. Currently I live in Calgary. I have two beautiful children, and that's a bit about us. And the agenda today will be why online reviews impact your business. I'll be showing you the benefits of collecting online reviews. I'll be leaving you with an online review strategy. We'll get into RMA. I'll give you a deep dive into how to set up your profile, how to send and track review requests, how to set up your Twitter syndication and share reviews, how you can add widgets to your own websites, how you can share your reviews on REALTOR.ca, also on StreetCity. I'll show you that on their own website, how you can share those reviews, how you can integrate previous testimonials onto Rank My Agent, how you can optimize your reviews by adding photographs, by adding neighborhoods, how you can just make yourself more searchable. And then I'll leave you with some tips and tricks for online reviews that'll really give you a head start in 2019. Okay, so moving forward, why are online reviews so important, and why do they impact you? You know, I really find that 2018 has been a year of major change in our industry. We have many newcomers that are coming into our marketplace, and it's so important for us to make sure that our online presence is there. Our identity is being given the proper information. Our identity is really shining, and because of this whole change, the disruption, I find the good agents really have to start building on these online reviews, as this is a really important area in which you can build your online profile. So just looking at some background of the evolution of online reviews and how they've become mainstream, let's take a look at planning a trip. So the very first thing when you plan a trip is go onto a website, and then you start looking at the best flights to take, the times to take for these flights, and then you look at the prices. Then you go on to look at hotels where you're going to be staying. You start reading reviews, and of course, you want to pick out the best restaurants to visit while you are on your trip. So once again, reviews are, in our everyday psyche, it's how we do business. So, this process for the consumer has moved on to selecting professionals, be it from doctors, teachers, lawyers, and of course now real estate agents. It's in our everyday psyche. So that's how, everything's become mainstream with reviews, and it's a norm. Looking at the Google Zero Moment of Truth, 9 out of 10 people will do research and will go on Google to do this research before they call you. So this is why you need to build your online identity, because even if they see all these sales signs, you may be a market leader in a certain neighborhood, but this person who's potentially thinking of working with you will most likely go on Google. They will type your first name, last name, maybe reviews at the end of that, and then see what comes up. So this is why you need to think about your review strategy. So another reason why these reviews are so important is that reviews are on REALTOR.ca now. And given the amount of traffic and the amount of interest that REALTOR.ca receives nationally, it's so important for you to also have your reviews there, because people are accessing those profiles and they do want to see your reviews when they are trying to learn more about you. Here's an example of that REALTOR.ca integration. You'll see, actually, this is an agent from a StreetCity office in Sarnia, Amy, and she's integrated her reviews. I will be showing you how you can also integrate your reviews. You don't need to wait for getting your first RMA review. You can still do that integration so that when you do have more reviews on the platform, they'll easily be showing on your REALTOR.ca. So how do you go about getting business from reviews? I do get that common question. And the biggest thing about reviews is, as I had mentioned, that Google Zero Moment of Truth. Reviews really help you connect that online and offline information together. So if you just imagine someone new to an area, perhaps they're renting, they're looking to buy, and then they see all these sales signs, they find that the agent is very good at the transactions, is getting business, but how does that convert to the customer experience? So, as they're tying that offline information with the online research that they do, reviews are a perfect fit, and they'll really help you with connecting those pieces together. So, reviews definitely help you with your brand stories and help clients give an organic feel. With RMA, you can even add photographs now to your reviews so that it just gives a real feel to a potential client who's learning more about where you transact and the type of properties that you work with. So that's a lot of good substance. Reviews are optimized for SEO and geofarming. I will be getting into that during my demo. So what we really mean by this is that as a StreetCity agent, you have access to RMA Premium, and that gives you up to 10 cities or neighborhoods that you geofarm, that you could actively list on your profile. So you will be searchable on RMA within those areas. Even on Google, you'll see that those results really help you get noticed as well. I'll walk you through more of that. Reviews also help you amplify your reach. We do this using integrations. So as I had mentioned, we have integrations with websites, with Realtor.ca, with StreetCity. So, one review really does help you spread that word everywhere. Reviews also help you with team success. So if you are a team, we do have team profiles available, which really do help you collectively to build up your reviews, to build up your online repetition using that. I will show you examples of that. And, time and time again, I talk to agents and I find that reviews are a fantastic client generation source. What we've been finding is that agents are telling us that by the time the client reads my reviews, they've already made up the mind that they want to work with me. So most of that work is already done. So you can see how powerful that word of mouth is. And so you really have to, you should build this part of your sales cycle. You should definitely ask in every opportunity as you firm up and close up deals on transactions, request those reviews. So I wanted to give you an example of the geo-farming bit that I had mentioned here. I did a simple search, best realtors in Napanee, and you'll see that Rank My Agent comes up here, and it's always in the top page one. Now, what we really do need is more reviews from Street City Sault Ste. Marie, so we can definitely get some more presence for you guys. But I can show you that even with a few reviews on in this geo farming area, you'll see that Rank My Agent is starting to come up on the page one. But I really hope that we can, push you guys up higher by getting more content for you guys. Okay, so review strategy. Let's talk more about this, as this is really going to help you as you build up more reviews for yourself and your teams. The first thing that you want to do is do a search on Google with the industry that you belong to. So for example, real estate, and then you type in real estate reviews, and that's where you would start figuring out, well, who are my, what are the top platforms that I need to belong to? And what you'll see is that Rank My Agent does really come up in here because we've done a lot of work in terms of building up our SEO around that. And collectively, it's just really helped us be one of those platforms that really shines in that real estate space. So once you have done your research in finding your right platforms, what you want to do is collaborate with the team to create a strategy. And of course, the strategy always begins with providing that top-notch service and making sure that everything is right for the client. So start with outstanding service. When you do your weekly check-ins, check in with your client and see, is there anything that you could be doing better? This just kind of basically makes sure that the ball never gets dropped, and your clients are always happy with what you're doing, and you can enhance and improve anything that needs to be improved. I would say that even when you get your listing, if you have any current reviews on RMA, let them know that you really do believe in reviews, you really believe in feedback, and they can certainly read the reviews that you have on platforms such as RMA. And let them know that at the end of the transaction, you will be asking for a review as well, so that you basically are planting that seed. So now that you have communicated the significance of these reviews, you need to let them know that on the firm or close of a transaction, you will be asking for that review. Now, what I suggest is use a product such as RMA and use the branded requesters that we have built into the Rank My Agent platform to request the review. The best time actually is when you firm up the transaction to request that review. You can follow up via some drips that you set up into your CRM systems, or you can even log into Rank My Agent and send reminders around the reviews. So what you want to do is, after you send that first reminder out, you want to follow up with your client. Following up is, through the reminder series or via text message. We've seen that's been quite effective with sending a text. Hey, did you get my review request? Would you please do this for me? It means a lot to my business. And what you want to do is make this part of your every single review process that you do, every single transaction that you go through, you request that review. And now StreetCity does have an integration with the accounting software, so it allows you to request these reviews pretty seamlessly. I will get into more of that, but yeah, so that's a great strategy for you to start using around review requests. Okay, so Rank My Agent. Rank My Agent is the Canadian leading online platform that connects realty professionals and brokers such as StreetCity to the public. We do this using the power of reviews that help you get recognized, generate leads for you, and help build your online reputation. As I had mentioned, we do also integrate with REALTOR.ca and StreetCity. Now I'm going to give you a demo of RMA. So just to get started, I will be showing you how you can set up your profile. Just going to pull out a browser now. here I am on the Rank My Agent consumer-facing site. And the first thing that you'll notice is that there's a search bar where you can search for cities and neighborhoods. If you would like more neighborhoods added that are not currently on the platform, just send us an email and we'll get these added for you. And then we have different areas across Canada. We have a blog area. So, coming into a site such as this, I'll give you an example. You can search for an agent. You can get into the profile. This is the front-facing profile. You'll see the profile and the latest reviews that the agent has. So I'm going to log in now as an agent to show you what the dashboard looks like and really show you the power of using the platform. So here I am in the Rank My Agent dashboard. Once you're in here, you'll be able to see the number of reviews you have. You'll have an agent tracker on the left-hand side showing you who the top agents are in your particular area. And you'll also be able to see your review breakdowns and see how you've been doing in various metrics. First thing first you want to do is head to My Account, head to Edit Profile. So this is where you would start building out your profile. You have a couple of header options there in terms of how your profile looks like in the top. You can choose white, green, or red. You can choose different settings there. If you have any current reviews, you can set a featured review that you could be adding to your profile. So I'm just actually going to pull out someone's profile here just to show you. So here's Amy's profile. Here's the featured review area. This is the top header that I was referring to that you can change. You can start listing any services that you offer. If it's like, focusing on first-time buyers, fixer-uppers, we have a lot of options here, so you can select these options. And this is where you would go to select your neighborhood focus, your province, your city, any neighborhoods that you want to add. So that's available. Just click on the add button and then just pick an area that you want to focus in on. If your city is not listed here, you can just click here and let us know, and we'll get that added for you. And on the right-hand side is just your basic details. Now, when the StreetCity accounts were set up, we did set up accounts for the office. If you don't have an account on RMA yet, send us an email and we'll get this all set up for you. So once your account is provisioned, we'll notify you and we'll have some basic information, but you can go ahead and add more information here. So you would add your position, your bio, designations that you have, any languages that you speak, your social media handles that you are actively using. You can even add links to videos. We think that's a great idea. So definitely, if you have any videos that you want to share on your profile, anything that will help communicate who you are and your value proposition is beneficial here. Your brokerage details. You can even add your Twitter business account connected to Rank My Agent. So this will allow you to syndicate any reviews that are over 4+ onto your Twitter account. I will show you an example of that. So I'm just gonna head over to my Twitter account to show you how this looks. So here's an example of the Twitter integration. So as you can see, Sue here has integrated, and basically it's a message, and then it's hashtagged with the city that she works in. We can also hashtag to any real estate terms. Just let us know which ones you want to add for Sault Ste. Marie, and we can do that for you. So here's an example, and then it'll go on to that review. So each review is on its own page, and that just really helps you with SEO as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get back into my deck and we'll move forward with our demo. So we talked about setting up your profile, so make it as complete as possible. So now the next step, now that your profile is set up, is to start requesting reviews. And the way that you request reviews is, let's pop back into my browser here, is that you use this yellow button that says request reviews and you click on it. Now, once you're here, all you do is you put in the email address of the client that you just completed that deal with, that you just firmed up the deal with. You can go back in history and start requesting reviews from the time that you were in business, and any strong ambassadors that you have. I would start with the strongest people that you have that would really vouch for your service and start requesting reviews from them. So once you add them to the recipients list, just here you have a template ready here. So you can definitely make any changes to the template, but you would go ahead and just send the request. Just make sure that you keep these links untouched, as these are the links that are tracked as you're sending these requests and you want to know if a client has received that email, if they've clicked on your links. You can even send a copy to yourself by clicking here. I do want to mention that we have a My Contacts area, and this My Contacts area basically is for clients that you work frequently with. So what you can do is just check mark off that add new recipients to My Contacts. And after you send that first email, the next time you come in here, it would be added to your My Contacts area. So that's available for you. So now that you've sent out your review request, you're probably wondering, did that client actually get that email? Have they seen it? Have they started the survey? So the way to track this is to head over to Review Stats. Within Review Stats, you would be able to see that email that's sent out. And here's an example of that email. As you can see, it's a simple message that's sent out, and it's branded with your details. They would just click here to begin that survey. So you can see if perhaps you need to send a text message. Yes, they did get that email, but they did not start that survey. So you may need some nudging there. Now, with StreetCity, we do have that automatic ability to send out these review requests from head office. And the way you want to see if any requests were sent out for you is to head over to Transaction. And this will show your transaction history. If needed, you can even resend the request. So that's available for you. Okay, so that's the process of requesting reviews and tracking reviews on Rank My Agent. I'm going to get back into my deck here. This is just showing you how that email looks like that's sent out to your client. So once again, to summarize, the steps are click on the request review button located in the top right-hand corner. You can add multiple email addresses by clicking add, that green button, and you can edit that template to fit your needs, and then basically press send request to send it out. Okay, so I had briefly touched on Twitter. The Twitter syndication, again, is located in the edit profile area. You would just follow the steps to sync your account. There's an add button there. You would just sync the account, and that would allow you to also promote your reviews on your Twitter accounts. So to summarize that, is just go to edit profile, click on connect, and then follow the steps in the pop-up box to complete that integration. Okay, so let's talk about widgets. Widgets certainly are very easy to set up. It's just simple code that you need to pull out from your Rank My Agent dashboard. Let me actually show you where this code is located. It's located in the widgets area. You have a couple of options for this. Basically, you can choose a narrow widget like this, or you can get a wide widget. So let me show you the example of a wide widget on an agent site. So here I am on a site for an agent based out of Victoria, and you can see that he has a wide widget here. So the widget basically takes all the content from RMA that you have, and it basically allows you to put it on your own website. Once you do the installation of this widget, you never have to install it again. It's a one-time setup, and it just basically allows you to get a lot of great content and a lot of great material from RMA onto your own site. To install this widget, all you need to do is copy the code. So just copy this code and either send it to your web developer, or if you are, you know, HTML savvy, just go into the edit source and paste this code into where you would like to have this widget appear. We do have a couple of different options with the widget. So we have circles, and you know, I've seen these badges be used on home pages. We have square options. We even have buttons, and these buttons I've seen used for email signatures as well. So in order to do that, just save this image and then link up, take this code and then link it to your email signatures. So I find the more marketing collateral you can share your reviews on, the more power you'll have, and also more transparency you'll create for your work. So here are a couple of options here for you. So let's get back into our deck. So that's all about getting those widgets. So basically navigate to widgets, select the widget you'd like, and then copy and paste it into the editable section of your website, or easier yet, send it to your website administrator. Okay, so how do you go about responding to your reviews? So let's talk more about that. All right, so you know, when you do receive reviews, new reviews on Rank My Agent, you will be notified automatically. So you will get an email that will let you know that you have a review. But if you would like to log into Rank My Agent and see all these reviews, they're located in My Account Reviews. This is where you would go to see all your pending reviews. So you can see them, and you have an option of approving them or letting us know, flagging them. So that's available. And so if I was to basically show you, so we have pending reviews here, and then we have reviews that are not pending, that are published. So I'm just going to scroll a little bit. So here are the published live reviews. And here are some reviews that are awaiting moderation. Awaiting moderation basically means that you have approved these reviews, but our team will push them live. And there's a reason why they were not put live automatically. Perhaps the client did not verify their email address. Perhaps the transaction address was missing. So if you could provide that information, it would really help us expedite getting your reviews pushed live for you. So once your reviews are live, you can go onto this area and see them. And the way that you would add a neighborhood to your review is just by typing in that neighborhood name and then clicking save. Now, we do have the ability to add photographs as well to your reviews. To do that, basically head over to Manage Photo, and then select the photograph you want to add, and then basically save it. Just to make sure you check mark off that you have consent of the reviewer to upload the photograph. We think this is a great feature that will just really kind of help you share what type of homes, what type of people, who you've worked with, and really, you know, spread that brand story about your work around. So that's available for you. We were talking about responding to reviews. So basically you click on these three dots here, you click on respond to review, and you can use the Discus system that we have built in here and just put in the comments that you have. Thank you so much for this review, then just post it. The way that you do this actually is by logging into either a Discus account, or Facebook account, or Twitter, or a Google account. So those are your options around that. This also helps you with getting notice as well. So it's another feature to just allow more people to learn more about yourself. Okay, so let's get back into our deck. We touched on how to add neighborhoods and how to add photographs. So that's all located under the published live reviews area. And you would click on those three dots to access those areas. So REALTOR.ca, certainly really important for you to do this integration. You know, as I had mentioned, you don't need to wait until your first review. You can do that integration today. And the way that you want to do this is to head over your dashboard and copy your unique ID. So I'm going to show you how you can do this. So here I am in my dashboard of RMA. This is my unique ID. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to head over to member.realtor.ca. And once I'm in member.realtor.ca, I think I was already logged in, but you will probably, let me log out to show you. So you would have to put in your board and your ID and then your password for Realtor Link. Once you've done this, go to your profile area. You'll see an option here for Realtor ratings and testimonials. This is where you would add your Rank My Agent ID that we pulled out from your dashboard, and you would click link to my Realtor.ca profile. What you'll notice is that in about 45 minutes, half an hour or so, when they refresh, your reviews would have synced with Realtor.ca. So certainly, something to do today, something to definitely, to get the systems all ready. So definitely do that. Okay, so let's get back into our deck here. To summarize, navigate to your RMA dashboard, copy your unique ID, head over to member.realtor.ca and log in. Once you're there in the profile area, in the reviews and testimonial areas, simply just paste that ID number into the section and then click the link button underneath, and that will help you integrate. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about previous testimonials. So, here at RMA, we do understand that perhaps you've been in business for a long time, even prior to RMA being around. And what we want to do is help you integrate those reviews onto RMA. And if you are interested in that, send us an email at support@rankmyagent.com, and we will send you that upload template. The template basically gives you the ability to add in your buyer seller's information and their email address, and send us the testimonial that you already have. We will reach out to your buyer seller, ask them for the rankings that are missing, that we need to make it in line with our RMA survey here. And once we have everything validated, we'll get it pushed live for you. At this time, we can support about 20 requests such as these for each agent. And so, yeah, that's something definitely to consider if you already have some testimonials somewhere that you want to port over to us. Okay, so leaving you with some steps to finish strong in 2018. Here we are in our last quarter, and make a head start in 2019. Complete your RMA profile today. So if you haven't had a chance to do that yet, if you need your username, your access, send us a note at support@rankmyagent.com, and we'll definitely send it your way. Send out those review requests. What I suggest is take a look at your database, mark down the strongest ambassadors that you have, the strongest people that will vouch for your service, send them the request first. Make yourself a tangible goal that by end of the month, you want 10 reviews on RMA, by end of the year, you want an X amount, and just, work from there. I can promise you that you will see a lot of traction with this. I can tell you that even from an SEO component, even by having a few reviews on RMA really helps you. So let me actually give you an example of that as we're talking about this whole traction bit and how these reviews help you. So my example here is a team based out of Edmonton. I'm just gonna, I put in their name, Move Team. What do you see here? Like the first thing that you see is, their website, which is awesome. And then you see the review site. You see Rank My Agent, and you see their link here. On the right-hand side, you see the knowledge box. Rank My Agent reviews are now also integrating with the Google knowledge box. So you'll see that their reviews are right here as well. So, as a consumer, I would want to, my eyes would be drawn to this. Sure, I like their website, but I want to see what the third-party site has to say about them. So even by having a few reviews, you can, have the benefit of that. And if you are a team, this is an example of a team page that we have for you. These are our new team pages, and basically it's more about the team, and all your reviews that you've collected are compiled together. So you have that available. and each person has their own reviews that are available for them, and it goes off to an individual page, but also the team pages there. The benefit of doing this is that it allows each person to also build their online reputation, but you also have the widgets and so on available for you as a team, so you can put those on your site. You can even link each person to Realtor.ca as well this way. So I encourage you, if you're a team, to move towards getting these team pages. They're definitely at no cost. So, StreetCity is covering the cost for you guys. So something to definitely use. Okay. And last few points here: connect your reviews to Realtor.ca and your website. Integrate the systems onto your CRMs as well. So some tips and tricks for 2018. Definitely communicate the significance of your reviews by adding them to all marketing collateral that goes out. We do have graphics available for you as well if you would like to add them into print material as you're planning 2019. So that's available for you. Let those clients know at listing appointments that to check out your reviews. The best way actually to do this is to add that into your email signature, to add "read my reviews" on Rank My Agent, so that they understand that that you believe in the power of these reviews. Make sure you request feedback on each and every opportunity as you firm up. You can run some contests around that. I'll show you some real life examples around this. Make sure that you respond to all reviews professionally. I find that reviews really do give you an opportunity to learn more about how you can hone your business. There's a lot of customer insights available in these reviews. Also, you do also find out who is your strongest ambassador and where you should be investing your marketing dollars in terms of building more referrals and businesses as well through these reviews. So yeah, great insights for you. Certainly, spread these reviews on social media. So you can do that using the Twitter's integration. We do also have integrations with Facebook and other social networks that you could share these reviews on, and then market your services using these reviews. So I wanted to give you an example of how you can market your services. I have a Facebook example here. This team just got some amazing reviews, and here they are, they're sharing these reviews. They have the graphic, and they have a sponsored link here, and just helping to share. And perhaps they're sharing within that pocket that they just recently sold with. Now, in terms of listing presentations, you can certainly repurpose your reviews. So here's a beautiful example of a listing presentation where Dave, actually from Toronto, has shared his recent testimonials and sharing that. So that's available. You can also see that you can use information from reviews onto your own websites. So, you can see that while video is so important, the review platform RMA also has, he's showing that as well. He's encouraging people to read about him. He has lots of reviews on RMA as well. So yeah, that's powerful for him. So here's an Instagram example. You can take simple screenshots and then start sharing them. Then you have the Facebook integration as well. So here's an example of how Facebook, and here was the Twitter one. Now, this is an example from Just Sell Homes, and they had a great idea about using your reviews to basically do some more hunting in the area for any more buyers. So they basically repurposed the testimonial that they had. And then they had a little write-up, and then they said, well, what's my home worth? And this was really smart because it was done within a neighborhood that the agent just sold in. So they just sold there, and there was some awareness of that agent already because of the signage, but now they decided to go onto Facebook and run an ad in that area to see who else could they get. So yeah, that's something to consider. Also, having the organic feel of photographs and so on is so powerful. So you can even take photographs and add these onto your reviews as well. So here's a Google ad example. Did a simple search for this agent, and what you'll see is that here he is promoting his reviews, and he ran a Google ad around himself and with Rank My Agent. He actually wants them to go to the third-party site just to help build that trust. Google Knowledge Box examples. This agent decided to take some photographs of his reviews and then share them on the Knowledge Box. Great graphic. So you can definitely think of things like this for your marketing. I was talking about contests. So this team based out of Ottawa is basically offering complimentary fall show passes, and all the people have to do is write a review and then they'll be entered into a draw. So this is a good idea for you to build up your reviews. Okay, so geofarming bit. As RMA Premium member, you have access to 10 neighborhoods, areas that you can focus in on. What we do is once you let us know, once you add these, we basically work with our SEO team here to optimize these neighborhoods for you. So here's an example. Here's a neighborhood in Calgary, best realtors in Tuxedo Park, and you'll see how the RMA reviews are showing, and the agents with the top reviews. So it would be great if you would want to populate your profiles, and we would definitely help you with that whole SEO bit. So here's my move example. What we're seeing now is that agents are asking us that they do want some signage around their reviews to build more visibility around their reviews. And so we're offering these graphics, and then agents are printing these. And so that's available for you as well. And we can certainly work with your branding. So if you have something in mind, our graphic team can certainly work with you on that to help you promote those. Okay, so I'm actually going to check in if we have any questions at this point, and I'll try to answer them. Okay. You know what, I'm actually going to unmute everyone. So if you want to ask the question, feel free to ask. It looks like we are okay. It looks like we don't have any questions. So hopefully I've answered everyone's questions during this presentation. Now, if you need any, if you do have any questions down the line, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much for your time today. I will be sending you a couple of resources. First of all, of course, the recorded webinar.